Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're back in here. I drew Minnie Mouse, and I'm gonna paint her, folks, and let you watch me paint her. And I put you in a position where I thought you'd be able to watch me paint. There's a lot to this, folks, so hang with me. Okay, what we're gonna do first is probably paint her bow up here. It's red and it's got white polka dots. Yeah, my husband, he don't feel like doing much of anything, folks. He went to the auction and he's coming home now. He's on his way home. He has to go way out to an auction somewhere because they don't have too many of them in where we live out here, folks. So he has to drive out of, kind of like out of town to go to the auctions. Now, folks, if you really want to challenge yourself, try drawing Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. And there's websites that y'all can go on that shows you an easy way to draw them. You just Google it and it'll tell you where to go. Just write into your search query, say, an easy way to draw. And just challenge yourself, folks, and see if you can do it. Or if you don't want to do it, folks, just like I said, you can just watch somebody else, you know. You don't have to do it. I was just saying, if you ever decided to doodle, because I do get the urge to draw stuff, folks, and I wish I was a little better at drawing because it's kind of fun. I'm sorry we didn't get to watch the goose pull tonight, folks, but they're talking about storms, and honestly, I thought there was a storm coming in. They said there was on the news. I'm painting her bow right now, folks. And you just gotta take your time and paint your bow. You don't want to go outside and paint something that ain't supposed to be painted. Just trying to concentrate on painting this, folks, because I'm into some tight spots here. My husband will like this one because he likes Disney characters, folks. And his sister likes Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse too. Have you all checked the prices on them characters in the store? Them things are outrageous. There's that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint down, folks. You know, I'm gonna paint her ears and her mane right here in the center is black, so we're gonna paint it next. I did the ears good on Minnie Mouse, but I didn't do the ears real good on Mickey Mouse, folks. Because I find the ears kind of hard to draw. And also, another thing that I find hard to draw is the arms and the hands. Those are two hard things. For me, it is. Because that's kind of hard. Okay, now we're going to get into the black paint. Very tight spot. Oh, I made a mistake there. I don't know what made me do that, folks. I don't want to do that. I made a mistake and stuck my brush in the red paint. Ain't I something else? I was gonna go reach over and get the black paint, and for some apparent reason I stuck my brush in the red. Hi folks, cheer up now. I tell you what folks, yesterday when I lifted that chicken feed, it had me so sore, and I've been sore this whole day. Felt like I'd done a workout. And I guess in a way it would be considered a workout because you lift weights when you're doing exercise. But that's a little bit too much weight, folks. That chicken feed and stuff's heavy. It's called using muscles that you're not used to using. That's why you get sore. Most people don't think of it that way. I guess that's what keeps me in shape, folks, is working with my birds and stuff, you know. You gotta have something that you enjoy uh, to make your life complete. You pick you out a little thing that you enjoy, and that's what you do, folks. At least that's my outlook anyway. I like TV sometimes, folks, but I'm not into a whole lot of TV because um, I have so much to do and everything, and there's not always anything on TV to watch that I'm interested in. So, I don't watch a lot of it. I'm always so busy around here, folks, I don't have time for TV, really. I'd rather be up doing something. And I don't know how you all was raised, but we were limited on what we could watch on television. And when my kids were little, I monitored them too. I told them they couldn't watch just any cartoon. It had to be certain ones. Or they wasn't allowed to watch any kind of show. They had to be supervised. That's the way my kids were, folks, and I was the same way as a kid. Because it's not, children are developing, folks, when they're little. And I don't think all this stuff that they put on the TV and things like that's good for children. Not for their developing minds. Children are learning when they're young, folks. And so if they're watching just anything they want to on the television, it might make them think that it's okay for them to do it. And that's not good for them. There's too many shows that ain't appropriate for kids, folks. It's not good for their little minds. I told my kids they could watch cartoons, but outside of cartoons, uh, they had to be monitored. I knew where my kids was at all the time, folks, and what they were doing. If they went outside, I went outside with them and kept an eye on them, because where we grew up at, there was lots of poisonous snakes too. And sometimes when children are young and they get to playing, they don't pay attention to things like that. So you have to watch kids. And that's what I did. A lot of them shows too, folks, they use language on there that's not suitable for children. Because they got so they don't even cut out all that profanity and stuff. All right, folks, there it is. It's coming together. See it? Now, her eyes are black right here in the, inside the pupil, it's black. I should have got me some thinner paintbrushes, folks. I wasn't thinking when I bought these paintbrushes about getting into tight spots. You know how you get excited and just don't think. Now her sleeves are black, so you paint her sleeves. Concentrating on painting, folks. I'm gonna paint her hands tan. Starting to look like a cartoon character, folks. And we're already going in a few minutes later, but that's okay. We're gonna finish out this painting here. That's what it is, folks. She's got a black blouse on underneath her dress. And there you have it, folks. Now we gotta paint her, let me see what time it is, folks. Now we gotta paint her dress. The polka dots are white, folks. I may just go on and leave her hands white because I think it means that she's got a pair of white gloves on with her dress. You want to make sure you get all that black paint out of your paintbrush, folks, because If you don't, it'll mess up your paint. You don't want that to blend in like that. Okay, and the collar up here around her dress, folks, it's white too. I'll turn it around so you can see what's done so far. See that? Alright, we're going on the dress now. But yeah, when you go to buy these characters, folks, they cost a lot. Just because they're Disney characters. So I'm glad that I was at least able to halfway draw it, you know. I think you can do anything you set your mind to, folks. Well, I won't say anything, but, you know, a lot of things you can. Like, I don't think I could drive a big truck, you know, you guys probably can't either. So that's one thing that I can't do. But I will tell you what I did do one time, folks. My second husband was a truck driver, and he always would take his trailer off of his truck and, you know, bring the truck home with him instead of driving the car. Because he always left the car with me, folks. And anyway, he brought his tractor home with him. That's what they call them, tractors. And we had to take it down to his sister's one day, and I forget what it was for. But anyway, he told me he was going to let me see if I could drive that tractor. Folks, I hopped right up in that tractor like I'd been driving it all my life and drove that tractor down to his sister's. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. Now, the trailer on the back of it, I don't know. I think that would be kind of a scary situation there. I think just the fact of having that trailer on the back would kind of throw me off a little bit. Because, you know, if you got a big load on that thing and it decides to jackknife or something like that, they're hard to control. But yeah, I did drive that tractor, folks. Because, see, my car was a stick, and he had a 5-speed truck that he would leave there with me. And I drove that 5-speed too, so. And all you do on a big rig like that is just, you just got more gears that you go through. So that's what it is, folks. I drove a stick anyway. It took a while to get used to that 5-speed, but after I got used to it was a breeze. He bought that truck when he was a roofer, and he used that for a business truck. And then he went to that truck driving job, and he didn't need the truck for that anymore, so he would leave that for me. And I decided I wanted to get me a little car of my own, so I got me a little Pontiac T1000, which was a 4-speed, and I drove it. I had to learn how to drive a stick, folks, because the vehicles I drove were sticks. And how I would explain my little 4-speed, folks, is I would say that it picked up its skirt and went right on up that hill, because it did. Wow, we made a long video out of this, folks. But it took me that long to do this painting. Because when you do things like these kind of drawings, folks, there's a lot of little tight spots that you get yourself into, and you don't want to cover up what you drew, so you have to be careful. I always said I didn't think I could drive a tractor, but I did. A tractor, you know, one of those big rig trucks. I don't think I could drive it with the trailer on it, folks. It's just the ideal of it is what would work on me. Because you just think about this, folks. If you're driving a big old truck like that, and it's got a big load on the back of it, and you're going over a hill, think about this. That big load is pushing you down the hill. And if your brakes went out in that truck, oh my goodness. It'd be all over but the crying. But I hope you all are doing okay today, folks. I'm going to have to look in a minute and see if it's time to put the dog up because my husband's coming home. And I always have to put her up so she don't get out before he comes home. I'm going to paint the dress here, folks, and we're going to stop because we're already in a lot on this video. All right, folks, there you have it. We didn't get the sleeves. We're not going to have time to cover the sleeves, folks, but the sleeves will be red just like that. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel, folks. And I hope you have a nice night and a blessed night, too. You got this, folks. Thank you. You're awesome. Bye.